Good day, RGV. Today on Valley por Vida, we're giving you motivation and inspiration with studio guests from RGV stars. Now, we're also going to be speaking to author of A Lost Girl, how she went from a zero to millionaire entrepreneur. We'll have studio guests from a Washed Up Texas, info on the Young Inventors Challenge, plus an all-new entertainment report. Now, there's a lot going on, so be sure to stick with us. Valley por Vida starts right now. Hey there, and thanks again for joining us today. I'm your host, Danielle Banda, and boy, do we have a great show for you. And it all starts with today's very special guests. Special is what they are, and they help shine a light on all the special people living in the Rio Grande Valley. Alex Sarabia and Isaac Medina have co-created and hosted RGV Stars, and it's pretty much what it sounds like. They look for those from our hometown who have an interesting, positive, or motivational story, and they help that person share that story with their YouTube platform. Now, they've had the chance to meet so many amazing people who love representing the 956 in such a positive way, and I'm so grateful that they even sat down with me so that I can share a little bit about the work that we're doing here on Valley por Vida, and it was so much fun. So I am so honored today to introduce you guys to my friends, Alex and Isaac of RGV Stars. Hey, you guys, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for the invite.
Oh my goodness, we are so excited to have you here. So I kind of explained a little bit right now about what RGV Stars is, but what exactly is the purpose of what you guys do?
Sure, yes. Well, the purpose of RGV Stars is to provide a platform for successful, artistic, talented, influential people from the Rio Grande Valley so that people get to know them and they share their stories. And at the same time, our viewers get inspired and motivated. So we've been doing it for the past 3 years, and we've interviewed over 100 of these talented, successful people.
Oh my goodness, that is so amazing. I'm so happy for you guys. So maybe you can tell me a little bit about the types of stars that you guys have and the types of stars that live here in the Valley.
Yes, the Rio Grande Valley is rich with talent. We've had so many people like UFC fighters, professional boxers, actors, comedians, people who've been on Netflix, in Hollywood. So much talent in the Rio Grande Valley.
Singers and politicians, presidents of colleges.
Wow.
So people who are making a real positive difference here in the Valley and nationwide.
Yeah, absolutely. Every time I see someone on and then I see someone else, I'm like, oh, that looks fun. Oh, they look interesting. Oh, look, they look like they have a good story. So
yes.
You guys are definitely showcasing the best in
and
the
also
Valley.
like television and radio hosts like yourself, that many times people don't get to know them as a person.
Yeah.
And with our show, they get to do that.
That's amazing, and I really appreciate that opportunity. And you know, people in our hometown are doing amazing things every single day, and I don't really think that'll stop, right? So what do you have in store, you know, and what's your hope for the future of the Valley?
Yeah, well, we plan to continue with the show for a long time to showcase a lot of people, because we've showcased many, but there's many still to come.
Yeah.
To continue making this positive difference and motivating our viewers. And I'm sure that the Valley will continue to grow in great ways with so many talented people.
That's amazing. And I want to ask you guys for your special message to our viewers, but we still have a little bit of time. So I wanted to know, how does it feel to know that you're making a difference for those in the Valley? I mean, how does it feel to share their stories?
It feels absolutely wonderful. We provide this platform for people to share their story, how they got started, what's the things that motivated them, what are the things, the obstacles that they encountered through their life, and also the biggest achievements. And a lot of the times that we see these people make it big, but they don't know the whole story, and we're able to provide that platform for them so the world knows.
And they share mistakes they've made and obstacles, not just the glamour, but everything that goes behind the scenes. And it's very rewarding, like Isaac said.
Yeah.
So we've had a great journey on the show so far. We really enjoy it.
This is why everyone loves you, because you're doing this for everyone. So this is your chance to really quickly look at the camera and spread your message. What do you want people to know?
We want to tell you guys of the Rio Grande Valley to continue to shine bright. Don't give up on your goals. Continue to fight, stand up, and fight for what you want, and continue to pursue your dreams and aspirations, because anyone can do this.
Believe in yourself, because if you believe in yourself, you can get there.
Oh my goodness. I love that so much. Thank you guys. We are so happy to have them here, and this is your message. There you have it. It's a message that we can all and should all resonate with and never ever forget. It's to follow your dreams. And if you'd like a little extra encouragement, go ahead and check out their social media pages. You can follow them on Instagram, Facebook, of course, YouTube, and pretty much everywhere at RGV Stars. And after you're feeling really pumped by local stories and motivated to reach for the stars yourself, you may want to get some inspiration from some of your favorite public figures or even celebrities. If so, not to worry. We've got you covered with the latest on must-see movies hitting the big screen so you can check it out. Without further ado, here's today's Reels, Ratings, and Reviews segment.
Hey everyone, Scott Movie Mance here for KTLA with this week's reviews. Up first, in theaters, Disney's Encanto, and what a beautiful family film this is.
Mirabel, the fate of the family is gonna come down to you.
I can't do this.
Let me help you. The rats told me everything. Don't eat those.
What a perfect movie to see with your family in theaters this weekend. The music is beautiful, the animation is breathtaking, and Encanto is an instant Disney classic. Up next is House of Gucci, directed by Ridley Scott, with an all-star cast of Adam Driver, Lady Gaga, Jared Leto, and Al Pacino.
Gucci needs new blood. It's time to take out the trash.
They're my family.
This is based on a true story, a murder mystery, but the mystery is why it takes so long for the story to take shape. It is not focused. It's all over the place. House of Gucci did not grab me. It did not hold my interest. And despite great performances from Lady Gaga and Jared Leto, especially, who is looking at an Oscar nomination for supporting actor, House of Gucci is all dressed up with no place to go. Sorry, what a pun. All right, now if you want to just stay home and you love the Beatles, then Disney Plus is the place for you.
The best bit of us, always has been and always will be, is when we're backs against the wall.
All we've got is us.
The Beatles Get Back is a landmark achievement, almost 8 hours long, told in 3 parts, about the Beatles recording sessions that took place in January of 1969 for their Let It Be album that culminated with that rooftop performance of the Beatles' last live performance.
Be sure to keep up with us here on Valley Por Vida for all that's going on in the film industry, plus more every weekday. But let's say you love movies, however, you're more of a hands-on type of person. You love to draw inspiration from books. Well, we've got you covered there too. Latina business owner Rebecca Contreras has a debut memoir called Lost Girl, From the Hood to the White House to Millionaire Entrepreneur. It's all about her journey from going to not having a lot as a teenage mother to advising a sitting president to driving a successful 100-person company. She's a social and a business entrepreneur who decided she wasn't going to be just another tragic statistic. Rather, she knew and believed that she could do so much more. And Lost Girl is her story of hope, illustrating how no one, cause or girl, is truly lost.
So I actually wrote Lost Girl about a year ago and really embarked upon a journey to put my entire story on paper and just tell my story. So I'm a girl from El Paso. I'm from a border town and I'm one of 4 children. And we had a lot of challenges growing up, as you know, a lot of border town issues with poverty and lack of, opportunities in education and just single parent homes. And so I grew up in a single parent home with my mother, who had 4 kids, and none of us knew our fathers, and all of us had different fathers. And so we grew up in abject poverty on welfare and just struggled a lot with, my mother had a lot of addictions and issues. And growing up like that as a child, it really did a number on me in my lack of focus on my education, and really kind of put me on a trajectory and a path where I took the path of least resistance. And I was on point to become a Latina statistic, which is high school dropout and teen pregnant, and really decided to change the trajectory of my path. And so I'm a product of the relationships and the mentors and the people that invested in me when I was a young adult and young teen. and put a stake in the ground for my family to say, I don't want to live in generational poverty anymore. I don't want to live in generational addiction anymore. And so it was really a transformative journey. So I will say that just to preface that, Lost Girl is a story about owning your transformation, but it's about hope over fear. It's about hate, overcoming hate and unforgiveness and all the issues that we get plagued with. But so I was a government employee for about 15 years. My last gig was with President George W. Bush. I was one of his advisors in the White House. And after being a government employee, I decided to cut my teeth in consulting. And was very successful in consulting as an employee. And I actually helped grow someone else's federal practice substantially. And I thought, you know, I'm a minority. I can get my own certifications. I can become an entrepreneur myself. I've got the skills needed. And I started my business 10 years ago.
If you feel connected to Rebecca and her story, feel free to give Lost Girl a read. And of course, you can follow her online for daily inspiration, as well as visit her website for more info. What did I tell you? We're throwing a whole lot of motivation and inspiration at you today, and there's more to come, so don't go anywhere, because we're going to take a quick commercial break and local weather update. But when we come back, we'll have 2 more special guests in the studio with us to tell us about Washed Up Texas, how one local artist is taking trash from our beaches and turning it into art. That interview plus more after the break.